Hey guys, welcome back to your unit of inquiry lesson. Today we're going to talk a little bit about businesses and business plans and how they work. This video might work as an awesome guide when you start working on your food truck project or your business project. You can come back to this video and have a better idea of the things that you have to do. So let's start with what's a business plan. First, you have an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who they have an idea, they want to create a product or they want to create a business. If you look around you, you're going to find multiple products and multiple services that came from a person who just woke up one day and had an amazing idea. They applied themselves, they created a business plan, and they made it happen. Most successful people, this is what they did. Right now, I'm literally recording this video on my iPhone. And one of the most known and biggest entrepreneurs in the world, it's Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs was the person who created Apple. Then you have people like Bill Gates, who created Microsoft, Elon Musk, who's the CEO and created Tesla. You have Walt Disney, who created the Disney company that right now is basically ruling the world. So an entrepreneur is just a person who has an idea and wants to create a business of a product or a service. A product is a thing. It's something that you can buy. For example, like a Yeti cup. It's something tangible that you can sell. And then a service is it's a service that you can provide, something that you can do for someone else. So let's start with what a business plan is. A business plan is a written document that describes an idea for a product or a service and how it's gonna make money. This includes the marketing plan and estimates or your guess of how much money is gonna make in revenue, how much it's gonna cost, and all the profits. Okay, now you ask yourself, why is it that people need a business plan? Well, a business plan is going to work as like an outline. It's going to be like a roadmap. It's going to allow you to plan all the different aspects of what's going to make your business, and you can put this on paper. When we're doing our essays, I ask you multiple times, please grab your golden ticket, and you need to make your outline so you can organize your ideas and know what you need to write down, right? So a business plan is like the same thing. You're organizing your ideas. You're making sure that you write down all the different aspects of whatever it is that your business is going to be. And that way you can avoid making mistakes. Okay? And this also, it helps the entrepreneur think about the costs associated with starting that business. And then, when you start a business, it's not like you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm going to create a cool backpack that charges my phone. I think they exist already. But if you have that idea, it's not like you can wake up and just, oh, I'm going to make this product right away. No, you need to make this plan, and then you need money. And for you to get that money, you're going to have this plan and show it to a bank so they can give you a loan for you to be able to start this business. Now, what comes next? Well, you have to come up with an idea. You have to come up with an idea. What is it that you want to do? And is it a product or is it a service? Do you want to create an actual thing that people can buy? Or do you want to create a service that you can provide for people? Okay? And then you have to ask yourself, why is your idea, why is your product or service unique? Why is it better than everybody else's? Guys, I love pizza. I love pizza so much. But if I come up with the idea of I want to, come up with a restaurant and I want to provide a service where people can make their own pizzas, guess what? That already exists. It's called Blaze Pizza down on PGA next to the Chipotle. Okay? So what is it that makes it unique? Why are people going to buy your thing? Why are people going to go to you to get that service that that you might offer? Okay? Now, the next thing that you need to think about, it's the marketing. Guys, and I recommend this. When you guys go to college, if you want to do something that is fun, please study marketing. If you want to do something that is fun and is profitable and you are in arts, do marketing. Marketing is who's going to be your customer. What can you do for you to make sure that you relate to that customer and they go to you. This is when commercials happen. You need to think to yourself, do I want to attract adults? Do I want to attract women or men or kids or teenagers? There are more. Look, I have a phone. Most of you guys have a phone. That means that most of you guys have probably a certain type of social media. I have Instagram, I have Snapchat, I have Facebook, all that kind of stuff. The ads that I see are different than the ads that you guys are gonna see, because I'm receiving marketing that it's targeted to me. Okay? So because those products know that I'm their demographic, that I'm the kind of person that I'm gonna want to buy that product or want to buy that, that service. So when you guys have things like, let's say, makeup, right? When you have a commercial from like Ulta or Sephora, that's gonna try to invite me, 26-year-old woman who's interested in makeup, to want to go buy those things. It's not gonna, and then a commercial for, let's say, the Fortnite game, they're not gonna be targeting me. So you need to figure out what is your marketing, who are the people that you wanna invite to buy your product or to hire your service, and what are they gonna like, what are they gonna dislike. Best marketing plethora that you can find in your life. Go find all the commercials during the Super Bowl. This is full of just products or services targeting different kind of people in one event. Okay? Now, the next thing that you also need to think about things like, where are you going to sell your service or your product? Are you going to provide your product online? Are you going to have a store? You also have to find out, how is it that your service, like the word about your service, is going to come around? Are you going to make commercials? Are you going to make signs? I know this is going to sound a little bit too honest, but think about it this way. When you have a product or a service that is being targeted to like younger people, the marketing, like the way that this business is going to try to get its word around, it's going to be social media, or it's going to be like through their phones. You go through Instagram, you get like a small ad. This works perfectly for movies. You have like a 10-second, mini movie trailer through your Instagram feed, and boom, you just got all your, you just hit all your demographic. But when you have a service or a business that is being targeted to older people, you're normally going to have things like signs, or you're going to have like paper marketing. Why? Because they're not the kind of people that can, they're not normally grabbing their phones and trying to, and, being available to get all this like social media marketing, okay? The other thing that you need to think about is, what's the name of your business? What's your service or product going to be called? You're not going to complicate yourself. We all know what my first name is. My first name is Jimena. I went through a whole life of American high school with people struggling to say my name. If I were to start a business, I probably will not name it that, because it's hard to say. So you need to ask yourself, what am I going to name my business? Is it unique? Are people going to remember it? And can people actually pronounce it? Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to think about when you're building this business plan is, hey, how much is this going to cost? How much is it going to cost to start this business? And where am I going to get the money to cover for all this cost? Again, you don't wake up, come up with an idea, and you can start a business, okay? You need to plan it out. You need to make the outline. You need to know how much it's going to cost to, to start production of your product, or to, get a place where you can, offer your service, how much it's going to cost for equipment, how much it's going to cost for people who need to work for you. And the other thing is, like, where are you going to get the money? Are you going to apply for a loan from a bank? It's a family member going to be able to help you out? Or maybe you really worked it out and you save a lot of money, and you actually going to, use the money that you have saved, okay? Now, the other thing that you need to think about is like pricing. How much is your product or your service going to cost, and what is it going to be compared to like other costs and services? Again, we go back, and I think it was like early 2000s. There's this beautiful place that we all love called Chipotle. And that was like a huge idea. That was a huge service and a huge business that, you know, there have been so many restaurants that have come out because of the business plan of Chipotle. That you have a fast food place that is semi-healthy where you can go and you can build your own food. Since Chipotle started, we have multiple things. We have Bolé, we have Blaze Pizza, you know, there's Olive U on PGA. There's so, you know, we got Cadobo, we got Pancheros, you name it, there's a place around your area that has the same business plan as Chipotle, kind of like the same service. So when you come up with that, maybe you want to apply this idea, but maybe you want to serve like different style of food, you need to think about the pricing. How is your price going to be compared to the competitors, you know? If you go to Moe's and, you know, a bowl of Moe's is like $12, but I can go to Chipotle and get it for $9, where do you think people are going to go, you know? So how is the price compared to the competitors, okay? And at the same time, you know, like, you need to make sure that that price is actually giving you a profit. That means that not only is it covering whatever ingredients or materials you need to use for your service or your product, but also is it actually giving money back to you? Are you getting money back? Okay. So again, next part of your business plan is the profit. How much will you make on each sale after you take away the expenses? You know, every time Yeti, the company Yeti, makes this cup, right? And they put a price on it. This cup costs money to make, you know, the material, the dye for the color. So after they sell this cup, how much are they gonna get back when you take away the expenses of whatever it cost them to make this cup, okay? So after you do all of that, you know, you come up with your business plan, you present it. Now your job is to make sure that not only are you happy with your idea, but you're also happy with yourself with the way that you organize this business plan, okay? Now, for your future project of the food truck or making the online, your online service, like on a website, you, again, come back to this video if you have, like, you want, like, a better idea of what you have to do. And then I'm also going to add a couple of outlines or roadmaps on our Google Classroom that are going to be able to help you complete that task, okay? Thank you, guys, and I see you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.